Now, I'm telling you that me and Michael are really good friends. We've danced together, we've been funny together, we've had lots of fun together. We go bushwalking together, man. We do everything together. In our younger days and our older days, man, we just love each other. And Michael is a very loving person, and I don't think that what's happening here in the courts in the USA is very nice. But I'm telling you that you must stick up for Michael and stay with him because he is innocent. And we all know that, but a lot of other people think that he's not innocent. And I know, and I tell him to wake up, Michael. You will get off this. I just spoke to him on the phone only minutes ago, and he's very depressed. But I'm going to bring him out of this because I've always bring Michael out of these things. Yeah, man, and he is such a cool guy. Michael and I actually, when me and Michael and Janet used to play when we were children, we used to play together on the train when we used to catch a train to one of our studios. We used to have a lot of fun. And we just had lots of fun. The other family wouldn't come on the train because they wanted to go in the bus. So they went in the bus, man, the funny bus. And we just used to go ourselves on the train. And then we used to stop at a cafe and have hot dogs, man. No, I'm not drunk. I don't drink alcohol. Me and Michael don't drink alcohol. We tried it once and we said no more. No more, Michael. I looked at Michael. He said, looked at me. He said, no more. I said, no more, Michael. Let's go back to hot dogs and sweet drinks. And we started drinking Coca-Cola. Then we got on the Pepsi, man, and we drank that much Pepsi. Michael ended up advertising Pepsi, man. Yeah, that was back in the 80s, man. Me and Michael on the Pepsi. We hit it hard, man. Hey, man, it's like cocaine. That stuff, it's a really good hit. And it really brings you back to the real world, man. Me and Michael had so much fun together as young stars. We were young stars. We weren't just youngsters. We were young stars. I'm not real famous like Michael, but I have got a name. And I have got a name. And I want to tell you my name, but I can't just tell you straight out. Because we were young stars. I'm telling you. Not youngsters, we were young stars. And we made it to the top the big way. I got no money left. I went bankrupt now. Michael's a bit bankrupt himself, but he's going to come out of this. I can see it now. He's going to sell a few more records, and we're going to be laughing. Yeah. So you sit back and you enjoy the music that I'm going to play to you about Michael. Me and Michael, I got some recordings here that I could play to you. When me and Michael were only young little boys, 8, 9, 10-year-old, before we went out on our own, man. I'm telling you, I really like this room, and I'm glad you made it for Michael Jackson and I, because it's good. We actually played with the Beatles. We actually played with the Beatles before they all got sick, man, and give up their music. We played with them. A secret little recording we done back in the 60s. Me and Michael, we were only little kids, and that's the reason why Michael's father wanted, yeah, I'm telling you now, that's why Michael's father pushed Michael into recording and doing that music. And that's why he made it to the top, because of his dad. Yeah, I know he owns the rights. He's always been under the Beatles. The Beatles were what really inspired Michael to make it to the top. And I made it with him. I crawled up there behind him, and I got there. And I really like Michael. I love him. He's so good. He's done good for me. He's done so good for my family. They were all dying, man. All my family were dying, and Michael come along, and he just give us money for food, and man, we just had so much fun with Michael, because he saved our lives. And I love Michael and his family. His mother is so beautiful. I love his mother. Michael doesn't really love his mother, but I do. So I'm doing that for Michael. And I'm telling you, man, things have been hard in my life, but it wasn't for Michael, and it wasn't for, actually, his sister, Janet. Janet was really good, man. Janet really helped out when we were young. My mom had a really hard time, you know. She was dying in the couch. I couldn't help her. I tried everything to help my mom. But then, who come along but Janet Jackson? Janet Jackson was a superhero for Michael and me and everybody, and my mom especially. Because she walked in there and got my mom. She got my mom by the ear. She picked her up and said, "Get out of that chair, lady." And she got my mom out of that chair. And my mom is now still out of that chair. And she hasn't sat back down in over 20 years. Thanks to Janet Jackson. And I'm telling you, yeah, use that on your radio show, man. You can have that. I can sign any agreement. I've recorded a lot of things in the past, and I don't mind because I don't need to sign anything for my vocal cords. I used to sell my vocal cords to the radio stations, to all the TV networks, but I give that up because I thought it's for free. It's for free what I do. You know what? I'm telling you now. When I was a little bitty baby, me and Michael used to get together. We used to ride push bikes, man. Michael used to ride so fast, it was not funny. I'd see him zoom past me. It was so scary to see Michael riding so fast. He was flat out this day and hit a tree. Sorry about that. I got booted off the internet because I probably talked too long. Hey, man, I'm telling you, you're talking about the hot dogs, man. I don't know, maybe Razmir maybe eats hot dogs too. Well, me and Michael love hot dogs, and I'm telling you now, when we were little kids on our push bikes, we used to ride our push bikes up and down the street, and Michael and I used to wave to each other, then we'd stop into the cafe and get a hot dog and a Coca-Cola. And we'd sit down on the bench. We'd go over together and sit on a bench, and we'd eat our hot dog. It was so beautiful. Tomato sauce, ketchup, oh, beautiful. And one day Michael's eating his hot dog, and I'm eating my hot dog, and we're both eating our hot dogs. Michael finished his hot dog. He's trying to grab hold of mine. He's got hold of it. He's trying to rip it off with Pepsi, and he's trying to rip it off me. I'm saying, Michael, let go. It's my hot dog. It's got mustard on it. He didn't like mustard, but I kept holding the hot dog, and I ripped it off him. And you know what? The hot dog flung back into my face, splattered all the mustard all over my face, and then I couldn't breathe properly because I'd stuffed the hot dog up my nose and in my mouth. I couldn't breathe, and I've splattered it all out then, and it splattered all over Michael. He looked so funny, I'm telling you now. He looked so funny with hot dog, mustard, and all over his face. And I just laughing at Michael. And he said to me, "That's not nice." We went over to the tap, and we put our heads under the tap and washed all the hot dog off. I ended up still being really hungry because I never got to eat my hot dog. We only had a dime each. And this was back in the 70s. We couldn't afford order more Pepsi or hot dogs, so we went home. And I was very upset with Michael for a long time after that. But we ended up getting over it. Our friendship come back together. We got together. We done lots of things. We traveled together. We rode our push bikes for many kilometers and miles. And we just had a ball. And I'm telling you now, Michael loves hot dogs. I love hot dogs. You love hot dogs. We all love hot dogs. You know why we love hot dogs? Because hot dogs are beautiful, especially with ketchup. And I'll tell you now, I got lots of friends all over the world here. They live next door, up the road, down the paddock, up the path, around the block, just all around here where I live. I got friends from all over the world, because I got a zoo right next to me. And they got zebras, they got crocodiles, they got kangaroos, they got elephants, they got foxes, they got dingoes. They got everything you could ever think of. So they're my friends. I go and see them regularly. And they all live in the zoo. They got everything there. They're all my friends. Yeah. I'm in Australia. I'm in America. It depends where we gotta go. And I'm telling you, when you come to America or when you come to Australia, you'll see me and Michael together, hand in hand. I love Michael and he loves me. We've been very close and nobody knows about our relationship, but you are the first people here today to know that me and Michael are friends. And I'm going to tell you my name soon. And then you may know me if you know my name, because I am famous. I have been famous in the past. Well, famous to some people. I lived on the streets for a long time. I was actually the first person to teach Michael to do the moonwalk. I taught Michael how to do the moonwalk. The first time. And you know what? A lot of other young people tried to claim the credit for that, but it was me actually doing the moonwalk. And I had a big coat in them days. I used to live in a park. And I used to do the moonwalk. I used to hold open my big jacket and people could see me doing the moonwalk. I used to drink a bit of alcohol then, but I don't drink it now. While I was living in the park, I used to drink. Michael found me and he said, you got to come back out of here now. Come back into the spotlight. And I did. I come back out and I come to life. I needed a life. And that's the way that things go. Now, my name is... I want to tell you my name. Do you want to know my name? Do you need to know my name? Well, my name... I can't reveal my name to you. I want to reveal my name, but Michael, I got to get permission on mine. Let me try and get permission. Hang on a second. I'm just going to ring Michael, okay? And I'm going to see if he'll give me permission. Hang on a second. I'll just ring Michael. Hello, Michael. I got to ring the number first. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, somebody hates my... Okay. Here we go. Hello, Michael. It's Arthur Beatty here, Michael. It's Arthur Beatty. Your good friend, your close friend. Michael, I got people in a room here on Power Talk. They got a room dedicated to you called Michael Jackson Unlimited. And they want me to tell my name over the internet in a room. Would you like me to tell them that I'm Arthur Beatty? I can tell them. You want me to keep it a secret? Okay, Michael. Wait till the court case is finished. Okay. Okay. How's things going, man? How's things going in the court? Oh, no, man. That sounds bad. I won't say nothing. You know me, Michael. Yeah, I know. I won't tell him you're going to release a new album. No way, man. Yeah, we'll do the moonwalk together, man. I'll teach you again. Man, okay. I won't tell him. Okay, I'll get back on there, Michael, and I'll tell him. But they're really nice. Yeah. Okay, see ya, mate. Hello? Yeah, I've been talking to Michael, and I cannot tell you my name. Because Michael has told me not to tell my name. I'm sorry. And he wants to wait till the court case is finished, then I may be able to disclose my name to you all. So I'm glad that you are happy with that. I'm sure you will be. I can't let you talk to Michael. It's just not his style. He won't do that. He won't go public. He only trusts me. He doesn't want to be recorded or anything. He's concerned about that. But I just spoke to him on the telephone. He's just ringing me back. Is he ringing me back? Oh, hello there. How you going? Is that you, Michael? Yes. Hey there, darling. Michael, I miss you so much. I do. Do you love me? Do you miss me? Oh, I'm still on the microphone. Hang on, I'll have to close that off. Yeah, Michael and I, without the hot dogs, we would have never mowed. You know, when Michael gets up on the stand and he's got to do some singing and sings Bad Billie Jean and all these songs, he always has 2 hot dogs beforehand. Yes, he loves his hot dogs. He only has hot dogs before he sings. Because whatever it is in a hot dog, it gives him the energy, the power, and the vocal cords to sing a tune like he does. You know, when he was only a little bitty kid, he used to get up there and his father would buy him hot dogs. He had the biggest line of hot dogs when he used to perform than any band has ever had. He has a world record for hot dog eating, Michael. And you know what? Michael got me under the hot dogs. You know when it all happened? It was a long time ago. Back in the 70s. It was early 70s, 72. In 1972, me and Michael were only little wee Billy Willies. And we were sitting together in that classroom. Michael said to me, let's go outside and go over the road and buy a hot dog for lunch. I said, Michael, you know we can't leave the school grounds. Michael said, we won't be leaving the school grounds. And I said, we will be if we go across the road. He said, no, we won't. We won't. I can't say my name, but my name, I can tell you my first name is Arthur. Just call me Arthur. And I'll tell you now, Michael said we won't get in trouble for leaving the school grounds. And I didn't believe him. I knew we couldn't go out of that property and leave them school grounds behind. Michael got to the fence. He said, come on. I said, we can't do it, Michael. He picked up a handful of dirt off the ground, and he said, we'll take the ground with us. We won't leave the school grounds. And we went over and bought a hot dog. Man. And Michael got me to leave the school grounds. That's how we've got our first hot dog by ourselves. Michael already had hot dogs. I'd never had hot dogs. That's how you spell my name, Haffer. I love bacon and eggs. They're beautiful. Bacon and eggs, too. But hot dogs are my favorite. Yeah. And I'm telling you now, Haffer. Haffer is my name, Haffer. I use a H in my words sometimes. I notice that. And maybe you think I got a speech impediment. Well, I might have. But I can't say my THs right, because I try to say fish. Not fish. I try to say things, but I say things. And I should say things. But I can't put my tongue out my mouth when I say it, because I end up biting my tongue off. And I don't want to bite my tongue off every single day, because I've never bit my tongue off. I know that one day I ate a hot dog and I nearly bit my tongue off. I was so scared. My tongue was bleeding. I cut it half off of my teeth. I had really sharp teeth. And the dentist actually made them blunter. So I got blunt teeth now. My computer is a slow computer. Mm, and Arthur is my name. And I am Arthur. Arthur. However you like to say it, you say it. But I'm Arthur. Because I can't say with a TH, because I have problems with the TH. So just call me Arthur. I'm Arthur. Yeah. And I know Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is a good friend of mine. We are buddies. We are pals. We are mates. We are friends. We work together doing movies. We make movies. We do lots of things together. Yeah. So, I want to say to you people that Michael is innocent. Michael has not done a thing wrong. I've done more wrong than what Michael has. I've actually kissed 3 girls at once. And that was hard. I haven't got big lips. And I kissed 3 girls at once, man. And I shouldn't have done that because I was only going out with 1 girl. But I kissed 3. Michael's not bad. I'm bad. I'm bad as they come. Some say I'm a smooth criminal, but I'm not. I'm rough. I'm rough and tough and ready. And I'm not here to impress. I'm here to be friends. And I'm telling you today, yesterday, the other day, I had a lot of trouble because I didn't feel real good. Am I breaking up, man? Am I breaking up? Oh, no. No? Oh, I'm breaking up. I broke up. Sometimes it breaks up for a minute here or there, but that's okay. I'm not breaking up now. Okay, thank you. Well, I'll tell you now. When me and Michael were little, he never ever wanted to kiss girls until this very day. Michael done it again. He got me under the hot dogs, and he also got me onto kissing girls. Yep, we were only 11 years old, me and Michael. We were 11 years old. Me and Michael are the same age. I probably haven't told you that, but we were 11 years old. We went to school together. And I'm telling you now what happened. Me and Michael were actually in the school grounds together, as usual. We spent a lot of time together, me and Michael. And we were sitting on a chair, seeing these pretty girls going by. There was many of them, but there was 2 particular ones, and they were twin sisters. And they were so beautiful. Michael said to me, Arthur, how would you like to be kissing one of those little honeys? I said to Michael, you're just, what's going through your minds? What's already been through mine? And at that time, Michael said to me, stand up, boy. And I stood up next to Michael. I felt like $1 million. And I went over to one of these girls, and I said, see Michael over there? He likes you. And they said to me, we like Michael. And I thought, 2 girls that look the same like Michael? What about me? That's what went through my head. And they both approached Michael, and they shuffled him around the corner. Michael told me later on that they kissed him. They all kissed him over the face. And I stood there like a stunned mullet. I didn't get a kiss whatsoever. I didn't get one single kiss. So Michael got the kiss, but what about me? I get my kiss. So, me and Michael were heading home that day. We got on our bicycle, and we were riding down the road, flat chat. Michael said to me, "You didn't get a kiss today. I got a kiss off 2 girls, twins." I said, "Michael, where will I get my kiss?" Anyway, Michael said, "See that girl over there? She was big. She was a heifer." Michael said, "You'll be kissing her in a minute." I said, "No, Michael, I don't want to be kissing her." Anyway, we're riding down the road, and there was this beautiful girl come across the road, and I actually hit her with my bicycle. She stepped out in front of me. I rolled onto the ground. She rolled onto the ground, and we rolled onto each other. And Michael yelled out, "Kiss her!" And I kissed her with the biggest kiss you've ever seen. The biggest kiss you've ever seen. I kissed her because that was my opportunity. And I listened to Michael once again, and I got my kiss that I was waiting for. You know what? A lot of things happened when me and Michael, I was very poor. I was very, very poor till Michael come along. And I was scared that my family might starve. And my mother did starve. She was very skinny. And you know what? Michael come along one day, and he bought her a hot dog. My mother is now eating hot dogs by the truckload. She eats hot dogs every single day of her life. We are on the hot dogs. I got my own hot dog stand. Michael's got a couple going around New York. But we all eat hot dogs, man. We love hot dogs. Janet Jackson has a hot dog store in France, the UK, Scotland. There are hot dog stands popping up everywhere worldwide. And we've been eating hot dogs since 1972. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-doo. Yes, she has a hot dog business. She's selling hot dogs like they're going out of style. She's one of the main customers to the hot dog stand. And she eats a lot of hot dogs. My mother eats heaps of hot dogs. My brother buys them by the truckle. We all love hot dogs, man. Michael loves hot dogs. Hot dogs and hot dogs and hot dogs. I'm telling you now, I've just got another phone call. Hang on a sec, here it comes. Yeah, I can hear it coming through. Yeah, oh, here it comes. Hello? Is that you, Michael? Yes. Yes, it's Arthur here. I've told him my first name, Michael, Arthur. Yes. They don't know who I am, Arthur. I'm telling you now. I'm not going to tell them my whole name. I won't disclose that. No, I don't want the media involved. No. No, I didn't tell them my last name was Beatty. That's it, Michael. I love you too. How's things going? Oh no. Oh no. I hope that things improve, Michael. I hope that things improve. Okay. I'll be able to do that. I'll fly over tomorrow to see you. Okay. Okay. Michael, I love you. No, I'm not going to tell them my name. I'm not going to tell them my name. Not Arthur Beatty. Okay, Michael. Thank you for calling. Bye-bye. Say hello to Janet. Bye-bye. Hello, people. I'm back. I was just having a phone conversation with Michael Jackson. He's very depressed and very down, but I love Michael. Hey, I tell you now. Oh no. Oh no, I've got to go. I'll be back in a minute. The chickens have hatched. I've got to go and get the chickens. Man, let me tell you about Janet Jackson's hot dog stand in France. It's right there in the middle of France. And you know what? They're the most beautiful hot dogs and the biggest hot dogs you've ever seen. Janet sells them. And they're right there in France, man. And I'll tell you what they're like. They're so big and long and you wouldn't believe what's in them. You know what? Plump and juicy, that's it. You know what? I need to talk about something else. I need to talk about my vocal cords. They're getting bad. I gotta have a shower so I can wash my vocal cords out. You know what I mean? It's Mother's Day, you know? Yeah? How about that? Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Oh, I'm telling you now. When I was a little bitty baby, me and Michael were only little ourselves. And we used to get together in a cot and we used to fight. Michael used to fight with me. He knew that we were going to eat hot dogs one day, and he used to say that was the first words Michael ever learned was hot dog. He used to lay in his cot and he used to say hot dog, hot dog. I used to say, Michael, stop saying hot dog. And he used to say, hot dog, hot dog. The first words Michael ever said was hot dog. And I hate it when he says hot dogs. Michael didn't tell you about the hot dogs because he didn't tell you about the hot dogs because he wanted to keep it a secret. He wanted something for himself. Michael said to me, Steve, I want something for myself. I want something. Yeah, Steve. That's a nickname they call me when they don't want me to be known around the place. Because when we were growing up together, Michael said, I'm going to call you Steve, not Arthur. And he called me Steve. Because that's my nickname, and that's my disguise. Because I got a lot of identities. Michael has given me lots of names. He has called me many names, but Steve is one. But back then I remember him saying, Steve is a nickname for Arthur. That's correct. And Michael said to me, he said, Steve, this is back in 1969 when we were only little. We were still in the cot. And Michael saying, hot dog, hot dog, hot dog. I said, shut up, Michael. It's not a hot dog. It's a hot dog. And we just went on and on and on about hot dogs. And I said to Michael, don't say that again or I'll throw my pillow at you. And Michael kept saying, hot dog, hot dog, hot dog. These first words he ever spoke was hot dog. And it ended up that he said, Steve, I want to make hot dogs my business and I'm not going to let the rest of the world know that I do. And Michael, you can see him sometimes in the streets of New York selling hot dogs with a disguise on. And Michael sells hot dogs. That's one of his favorite pastimes, selling hot dogs. And you know what? I gotta go and have a shower. But I will be back.